Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Ilarian Garbus with you, and today we have a new interview with a founder. It's Sriram from Dave.AI.
Create a differentiated experience with Dave's intelligent virtual avatar. This human-like avatar mimics a sales brain and is capable of two-way conversations.
Hi, I am Dave. I'm here to help you with your purchase.
The avatar can also reside on the web browser as a chat or voice bot, where Dave curates customer preferences and makes real-time product recommendations in an infinite virtual aisle.
Hi, I am Dave. I'm here to help you with your purchase. I can see you eyeing on the maxi dress. Are you looking for something specific?
I'm looking for dresses in floral print.
Let me show you our latest spring collection. I'm sure you'll love what you see.
Hi, Sriram. My first question to you would be, how did you come with the idea of Dave.AI?
All right. So Dave, as a concept, currently we're looking at sales augmentation, so improve and help enterprises sell more, sell better. That's the space that we operate in. So when, as a founding team, I've been a enterprise tech sales guy throughout my life, and the other founder who has an experience in building AI products. So he has a PhD in machine learning and AI. So eventually we landed up in this problem where enterprises were trying to leverage data that they have already across different systems to help their sales reps when they're actually interacting with customers. So as a salesperson, I faced that issue in my life, and when I was going to sell, I thought that there could be much more rather than just a CRM tool, which is more to provide data to the organization that I was working for. I thought that there is a lot of scope for that organization to provide me with more insights while I'm in front of the customer. So that's the sort of seed with which the idea of Dave formed, and of course over the last few years it's sort of with different pivots and different experiments with customers. It's in the form where we are today. So that's how we got into the space, and that's the evolution of Dave.
So my next question would be, what kind of products are developed by your team and Dave.AI? So it's enterprise avatars, enterprise salespersons. Or could you tell a little more about the products that are developed and would be developed?
Right. So we are a platform. So the capability from a platform perspective is to look at data that an enterprise has to create off-the-shelf predictions, and these predictions are product recommendations in some sense, and to understand customer preferences and align that with product preferences. But in terms of the form factor of the product, we are a virtual sales avatar. So this avatar can be a digital human interface. So it's like an actual avatar, a 3D avatar that customers can speak to or chat with. And then the avatar, of course, leverages this platform to gain intelligence in real time to recommend products to customers or try and nudge them to take a positive purchase decision. So that's how the current platform is structured, and the form factor of the product is a virtual avatar.
My next question would be about the technology, and I want to ask you what technology is used in the Dave.AI, in the platform and in data science.
Right. So we have four pieces of IP, if I had to sort of simplify what we do. At the core of our system is a multi-dimensional affinity engine, and I think that's the key aspect of AI. Though there are other components, I think the core is the platform, which leverages both deep neural networks that are proprietary to us and also online learning genetic algorithms. Right, so that's built grounds up by the team. And what this helps us to do are two things. One is make predictions in real time as data flows in, because as you know, in sales, there are new customers that are interacting with the brand's channel. It could be with a salesperson, it could be with the website, it could be on any other sales channel, but that there is new data that is coming in. So this platform is able to consume that data and use that to make predictions. So that's the core of the system. We can call it an affinity graph, that it builds at the core. Surrounding this, to deliver these experiences, we have a speech and NLP system that enables Dave to talk, or have two-way conversations with customers. We have a 3D visualization layer, where that enables us to kind of give shape to this avatar, and also put this avatar into a visual space. So in a retail sort of scenario, this could be a virtual store. In a bank, it could be a virtual bank, right? So this entire experience can be either on 3D, on VR, or any of these visualization platforms. And finally, we also have the ability to run this in low GPU devices, so that you can actually deploy this in kiosks, or in physical spaces where you don't have too much of compute, but are able to run these algorithms in a low compute device. So that's the core stack of the platform with which how it is designed.
Did you make it by your own, the whole process, or did you take some technology from other companies?
No, so from our perspective, we are a deep tech platform. So the tech is built in house. We have a strong team of around. Currently, we are around 14, engineers. So they are also, of course, there are some of these folks are creative specialists, because these are sales experiences. So you need the visual aspect of it to come in. But the core, we have 6 engineers who are full stack, ML driven folks, led by Anand, who's our CTO, who has a PhD in the space. He was at Stockholm doing his research on speech, and then was working with Samsung R&D. So he leads the tech team, and most of it is built in house. And the platform also is leveraged by other developers outside Dave also to build applications. So the vision we have is to create a platform that's not only used by our own product, but you can also, any other, to create a community of developers who can come and build applications on top of it. So that's where we are headed.
And where did you acquire all the data to train the model, to train your model of avatar? Where did you acquire it? Where did you take it?
Right. So there are two modes. One, of course, currently we work with large enterprises. So that gives us access to data. The approach that we have taken, in one of the aspects of the self-learning system, is to not have too much dependency on data. Of course, you need data to train and improve accuracies, etc. But the way the platform is designed is to start with minimal data. So we're trying to also solve this problem of data dependency for AI systems, right? So how does an organization that does not have consolidated structured data start on this journey? That's something that we enable as a self-learning system. You go and start, and then start developing as data comes in. So that's one of the frameworks that we have. But of course, we use for speech. We use data sets available in public domains from research agencies, etc. We work with some academic institutions who do research in the field. So that gives us access to some data. And the other side is with enterprises themselves. So a lot of these companies that we work with come with millions of customers, and a history of interaction data that they have over the last few years. So we leverage that, and that's a two-prong approach that we have to how we look at data. But of course, one of the other focus areas is also for us to try and help enterprises onboard onto this journey, even though they might not have sufficient data, right? Because currently a lot of companies are getting into digital bandwagon, and not a lot of them have structured data. They might have data, but not structured, very siloed, right? So it's very difficult to bring all this together, and that itself takes 12 to 24 months for vendors. So how do you work with that limitation is something also that we're solving as a problem statement.
And what about the compute engine? Where do you train the model? Are you training it on your side or in clouds? What is about the compute engine?
Yeah, so currently we are on AWS. So as part of India's deep tech ecosystem, during the early years, they've also helped us with some credits, etc. We're also part of programs like NVIDIA Inception, Intel Maker Lab. So that gives us access to compute that's required for training some of these models. So we leverage most of our training is on the cloud, but as a platform, you can also deploy it on-prem. If so, there are certain aspects of global learning for the platform to be better, as in how we move on. But some companies do not want to sort of expose their data outside. So, let's, for example, a bank, they would want to do it within. So we have, Dockerized, and we have, a system where we can go ahead and deploy this technology on premise within an enterprise, and then create their own learning process for their data, right? Existing data and the new data coming in. So that's a framework that we have. Most of the training for us is done on the cloud.
You are developing the great global technology, I think, and I would be sure, so because you are a busy guy, I think. So my last question would be, what are the company plans to achieve in the future? Like a lot of customers, dozen of customers, new customers, or developing something new features to the current technology. What are your plans, guys?
Right. Of course, we have a revenue target and global expansion. Right. We're looking at US and Southeast Asia as two regions where we are already starting to work with some customers. That's from a business development revenue perspective. But in context of today's discussion, I think, like I said, as a platform, we want to be more and more what do you call it, open in some sense, so that we can bring in more a community of developers who can come and build on top of what we have as a foundational layer. And our longer vision is, of course, to democratize AI. When I say democratize AI, it means today you need a specific skill set, to build an AI application. And I think it is how, say, for example, some of the technologies that are commoditized today was a few years back, right? So you don't have enough developers. There's no, like, the ecosystem is still starting to build. So we want to contribute to that, so that anyone who, irrespective of the size of the enterprise, small, large, an individual developer would be able to come and create an application, for whatever the need may be, right? So today we're looking at commerce as a space, which is sales. But of course, I think, there is a larger world out there where we can go and do some, great applications using AI. And the idea is to build a platform like that, which is open and can create a community of developers who can leverage this and start off. So that's where we are headed to. That's from a platform perspective. And finally, of course, stay ahead in terms of the innovation curve. What we are doing in terms of Avatar across the globe is still very early, nascent stages. There are probably two more companies, who do it really well globally. So we want to sort of benchmark ourselves against some of these leaders, and stay ahead in the curve, and be an innovative company in terms of what tech we're building. And of course, have quantified business outcomes for our customers. That's our focus.
Thank you for your interview. I hope you will achieve your goals, and good luck. Good luck to
Thanks, Dan.
you
Very
guys
much.
and your team. Thank you so much.